development. This is my 204th weekly update. As usual, it is Friday and I'm quite tired, so I'm going to try to blow through this one pretty quick. Giggity. This week's been going pretty good. As per program, I am on the Russian Squat program with some other little flavors tossed in there just for funsies. This week, I would say squats for the first time were actually good. And of all days, it was the 6x6, which is in our gym regarded as one of the worst days for the Russian squat program, since it is 6 sets of 6 reps at the weight you've been doing progressively higher reps with. For me, it was 320 pounds. And honestly, I was kind of not looking forward to it. And then the day of, I was kind of like hyping myself up a little bit. And then when I did it, I was like, oh, you know what? This isn't bad at all. My descent speed has increased for every rep. It was really fast, which definitely helped me explode out of the bottom better. That being said, the reps weren't as nice as they probably could have been / should have been. I would say should have been / could have been. Because generally speaking, I try to make every rep as good as I can. And if it's not that good, then it's probably because I couldn't. People would argue use less weight, and generally I would too, but I'm trying to stick to the program as best as I can. And when I say reps weren't that good, it was either knees were caving in or the back didn't stay upright as it should have, and I ended up kind of good morning squatting it. Which is not great. It's not good. Long term, it's definitely not the way to do things. But the back is staying tight, so it's one of those things. I'm not about to sit here and make an argument for the good morning squat. It's not right, but I'm getting through the reps right now, and I don't necessarily agree with that, but I did it, and honestly, it didn't feel that terrible. So, looking forward to 6 sets of 2 tomorrow. That being said, bench has taken a couple hits here and there. Problem is, after I squat, some of these days I just feel so shitty. I just can't get anything tight. Probably the thought process would go something like do bench first then, but the numbers are still going up. I mean, I'm still able to play with 265 relatively easily, getting sets of 3 basically any day of the week, no problem. Sets of 5 are a different story, but we'll see tomorrow because it'll be less stress from the squats, so I'm hoping that it all works out well. And deadlift is just slowly progressing up exactly how I wanted it to. Everything's staying tight. My form is staying good, which is what I was looking for. Today I did change the deadlift just a little bit. I was supposed to be doing like 5 sets of 5 with like 295 or something, and my training partner was like, well, I'm supposed to be doing 305 today. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. 3 sets of 3 then, with a heavier weight just to make sure everything stays nice and tight. And honestly, they didn't fly up necessarily, but I'm going for like, how do I put this? I want 100% of reps to be perfect, but I am willing to accept something like 8 out of 10 reps being perfect, or in this case, it was more like 7 out of the 9 reps I did were perfect. And even the ones that weren't perfect, it was just like my back was nice and tight, but I was too far forward, or I didn't have my hips in the right position, that kind of thing. Like everything stayed nice and strong, it just didn't. It's not exactly how I want to be doing things. So, it's one of those things where I want to get through it right now, and I'm looking forward to getting through it, looking forward to hitting that big new number, and then redesigning everything, doing some more strongman stuff again, and definitely some more overhead work, because overhead, I haven't touched it in probably 2 weeks. I just don't have the energy for it after everything. So, it is what it is. Going to be doing a definitely overhead-focused progression over the next few months once this is all over, and hopefully by the end of the year I'll be pushing somewhere near 200s or over 200s. I hope to be pushing like 210 by the end of the year. I'd like to be stricting like 180. That'd be nice. We'll see. So I have goals. Doing everything perfect isn't necessarily the goal always, but that being said, you should be striving for perfection, and if you're not, then what's your excuse?